Well, an unforeseen circumstance has come for March 8th, no, 7th, 2025, and we are all out of square bales. Dussel buys all of our square bales, and, well, that's just what happens. That's all we got left. So what I'm going to do is take them last couple bales, and I'm going to stack them over here, so that way I can concentrate on getting this floor all raked up, at least the hay side, and throw it right in the cow pen where it belongs. And I know we're a couple months away from getting fresh square bales in here out of the field, but why can't I start working on it now when there's nothing to do hardly? Makes me feel a little bit better carrying a bunch over for the week. They eat about a bale a morning, or I should say a feeding, once in the morning and once in the afternoon. Almost. It's a lot easier to carry the hay over now, take a couple moments and do that, rather than carry one bale at a time from over there. Yeah, I know I got some over there yet in the corner, but we're gonna take these over to home eventually. We're gonna take 18 of them, the cows, over between this group and the other group over there. But the pasture's just so darn wet that they'll just tear it up. We got to run another strand of barbed wire across that, because the frost has pushed the post up out of the ground, and, well, the barbed wire is that high off the ground, or where it should be. Cow can real easily walk right under it, and out they be on the other side of the fence where they should not be. So we've just finally made it to the door on the 20,000 bushel bin, I believe that's what it is. I could be off, I'm not sure. I think we're a couple of inches away from actually opening that top door, because oh yeah, we're like right there. Oh yeah, we are right there. We're gonna have to fire a sweep up next round or two. There's a sweep inside the bin that stays in it permanently. Them two bins, actually these three bins, 1, 2, 3, you got to take the sweep in and out. This one has its own sweep. These two bins utilize the same sweep, so it's a bit of a mongrel to change things around, but it is what it is. Got a new motor on this one. The other motor took a kaput. Need to make a cover for it, so that way moisture and rain don't lay in it and the thing go bad. But not my call. I just work here, and that is how that's going to go. We're getting there. Still left this bin here coned up a little bit from when we pulled. This was the very first bin that we pulled corn out of. We undid this boot, shoved a bag in it so we keep the moisture out of this auger here so it don't rot out. We got to put this back together. When it comes time to dry corn, because it unloads out of this and goes up to the dryer, and we will just rock and roll that away. Like I said, we've made a cone in here, so that way we don't have to scrape the bin out all the time. We can just let the dry corn in here and just not have to sweep it out every time we clean, or the bin cleans itself out from the dryer. So I've thought about this situation kind of hard, and when it comes to your eye health, that is why I'm gonna start, well, you guys can probably see they're nice and spick and span clean, no scratches, whatever. That's why I'm going to start, and I have been doing pretty good about this. This is one of the cleaning cloths that they give you at the physician place, eyeglass place, physician place, same difference. It is really, really hard for me to wrap my head around that. Well, this is somewhere it says on it that it is made from a plastic water bottle. I find that hard to believe, but you know what, it is what it is, and it does I guess kind of makes sense. So this is what I use for the cleaning solution is this eye care stuff here. I'm not sure if you guys are able to pick that up or not, but it's a cleaning solution you can take, and you can fill these with water when they run out, because water does the same thing basically, and it's not that big of a deal to just put this little protective cap back on it that you get when you get a pair of eyeglasses. And it's so compact that it just put that in the glove box, put this in this baggie here to keep it all nice and clean. Well, try to shove it in here as well, and you are good to go. Boom. Nothing like clean eyeglasses. Hoping to keep these a little cleaner than just using a dry rag on them to wipe them, and if you use anything dry on glass basically, it'll scratch it. That's why I've tried like heck, and I'm going to succeed in keeping these pair of eyeglasses a whole lot cleaner than my last pair. So I need a minimal of 5 foot between the two trailers if I want to get my bee out. There should be 5 foot there. 6.5 foot. I guess if worst comes to worst, I just hope and pray that the axle shafts go underneath the sides of both trailers. I'm pretty confident, but I'm not sure. I can always take it. Well, now the grass is too wet to go out that back door. I don't know. I think of something. I'm just doing a little brainstorming is all. I'm just over here in the building sweeping the floor, and I just wanted to show everybody that you can use old bed sheets to cover up antique tractors with. These were on the 300. It's got an oil leak on it. We believe to be the seal on that goes in between the filter housing and the base. We believe this O-ring here is mucho broken, or it could just be have a real little tiny pinhole in it that's making the thing leak oil. But we're gonna start there and just see if that corrects the problem, and we will if it don't, then we'll have to move on to probably the oil pan, but I doubt it's the oil pan, but you never know. Got some government juice for the 6120, and I think this truck here might take it as well. The 2014, the white pickup, the white flatbed does not. We had bought a lot of these when our fuel supplier couldn't get us. They drug their feet for a while and they couldn't get it, so that's why we'd resort to just one of these at a time. We buy ours in a big bulk tank, and they come fill it up. They didn't fill it up, so we just had to buy these for I think a week. It is what it is though. So we've loaded the semi once again since this morning. Believe it or not, we are. almost to the floor. I bet we gonna need to start to sweep. Oh, we did start to sweep. Okay. And I just have to believe that it is that we slowed it down slow enough so that way nobody has to be in here. But you never know. And I love this. I love this. How you can shut them all at one time. I love them doors a lot better than the other bin. But you know what? The other corn bin is still full, so we can't open them to see what the heck's going on in there. So now every bin has a big boy door in it, as I call it. Don't ever build a bin with them stupid spacers, as I call them, that go every so often. And then they have the separate individual doors. That is the most stupidest idea ever, building a bin that way. The only way that a bin should be built is this way, with just one big door, as I call it. That's the only way a bin should be built. Tried to start the roller the other day. We had a fire, and then it won't start. Had to put the battery charger on it. I put a little doinky, one of those trickle chargers on it, and it helped. Got the thing spinning over, and the little trickle charger just couldn't keep up with it. So we had to bring out the big battery charger to put it on jump or boost, and get the thing spinning over even faster. What do we have? Oh, it's a test light. See what we got going here. Will it even crank over? No, it won't. So something is all goofy, hiccupy. Dang, I'm not even feeling the spring. I mean, something's goofed up, because usually it should be spring loaded, right? I mean, I don't know. I mean, it just, something goofed up in this control panel when we had fire come out of the carburetor because we dumped gasoline in it, because the goofy thing loses its prime when it sits for a long period of time. Now, I mean, there's a snap, but I don't know, it's acting like it's stuck. So I have no clue what is going on with this goofy thing. All I know is it loses its prime, and it is a bugger to get going again. It's just one of them old things that, you know, it is what it is. It's just old and it needs some help. So we got the asphalt roller going. I was down visiting my grandpa and just happened to come to the farm and see the thing rolling its way out of the tool shed, out of the corner where it was, and it lives again. It starts and it runs. The only thing is, on this Kohler, for some goofy reason, you have to let the choke out just a little bit for it to run. It's a runner. It runs smooth. You just have to leave the choke out a little bit. Because if you push the choke in, it wants to flood itself. I mean, everything works. as it should. It don't do bad for a little Kohler. It served its purpose well, and it still does. There was a fuse in there that was blowed from, well, we don't know why there was a fuse blowed for the ignition, but it was blowed. And we're just getting it ready to patch the driveway, going back to the building and all that. And we need a means of rolling asphalt. It only works so well using a wheel loader or a dump truck to roll the asphalt in. This does a whole heck of a lot better job. The only downfall is when it sits for a long time, like months and months, it loses prime. Then you got to dump gas in a carburetor, make fire, and then it'll start. I thought Kohler engines were reliable. I'm not saying this one's not, just certain models maybe. It serves its purpose, like I said, and it's got a water tank on it for to spray water on the drum. I don't remember. I'd almost have to believe that the back drum and the front drum both have water. I can remember breaking the drive chain on this thing when I was little. It was actually the addition to the cow barn right out here. We were rolling in sand with the asphalt roller. Yes, we were rolling sand in, and I broke the motor in it. I had forgotten to pick up on the throttle. So what was I doing? I was trying to shove this thing in, and bad things happened. Had to end up pulling the roller into the shop with the 4020. And all is fixed. When we were trying to roll limestone in with this over at the house, we were getting ready for an event. The drive chain broke. So the only way to get the thing home was tow the thing, and there was no way how that a gator was going to move this thing. It was quite a scary ride, doing about 7-8 miles an hour or so with this thing being towed behind the pickup. The park brake kinda works, and if worse came to worse, going down a hill, freewheeling the thing because, well, the drive chain broke over at home. We had no way of fixing it. I was to pull the park brake to help slow the thing down. Well, I pulled it. It helped slow it down, so I didn't roll into the back of the pickup. And we got it over here safely. It just took a little bit of monkeying around to get it over here, and that's why you can see, that's why the welds here, nobody put paint on them. We welded bolts on here. There's a drive chain in there that well, makes the thing move. I actually think you can probably see it back in here. No, I'm wrong. Can't see it back in here. Okay. Maybe you can see it right here if I get a light on the subject. Yes. Drive chain right there. That is what broke on this. And we just put some bolts right there and welded them fast. And we are back in business. So, like I said, the thing lives on, and it lives on for another year of rolling in asphalt. So, with that being said, we'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.